Last June, a quiet corner of Roby Park in Gorham became a beehive of activity when the Gorham High School Bee Club set up 2 new hives and introduced roughly 20,000 bees to their new homes.
The students were newly certified as beekeepers thanks to English teacher Catherine Paul. Now, nearly 4 months later, have the bees settled into their new home? 207's Peggy Kaiser went back to find out.
This was one of those divine things that teachers are always hoping for when a student comes to you as a teacher and says, I'd like to learn about fill in the blank. Can you teach it to me?
In addition to teaching English, Catherine Paul is a homesteader and beekeeper. Last year, her students came up with an idea.
We'd like you to teach us how to be beekeepers.
And that is exactly what she did. During the pandemic, with both remote learning and in-person meetings, she taught them what they'd need to know to keep bees. Last June, they set up 2 hive boxes in the park across from Gorham High School.
This will be the first time that they're taking their book learning and our discussions to hands-on live bees. It's a really big deal.
With the hives in place, it would be up to the kids, with Catherine's help, to check the hives throughout the summer.
Last year we did a certification class for some core members of the new bee club, and they helped to install the hives, the nucleuses, and then school ended. Those committed kids came 3 times over the summer to do further inspections. I did a couple by myself. I would put it like flat, it's a little easier, get it under there and then twist your hand.
Word about the club has spread. With the new school year, interest in the bee club has, well,
exploded. We have over 50 members. We've gone from these 10 kind of core kids last year to over 50 members.
They have a leadership board and a social media manager. The club president, Aidan McDougall, says this activity is different from anything else at school.
It's just the kind of chance to be in nature and just to kind of shut off other things from your life and just be completely calm and involved with it.
There we go, there's some bees.
This inspection is the first step in readying the hives for winter.
Today we're going to feed the bees. They need a really thick nectar to kind of set them up to get ready for the winter. We're going to see how they respond to us doing an inspection. So we're going to smoke them, open the top of one, see how many frames we can inspect. So see how they scurry when you smoke them?
The bees can sense how you're feeling and they interact with that. So being calm is just so important.
Some of the students will work with the Gorham Rec Department to teach bee workshops through adult ed.
In March, we'll have another 6-week series where more Gorham High kids can get certified as beekeepers.
The bees don't exactly hibernate, but they do kind of hunker down in the winter, moving very slowly around their queen. That will give the bee club plenty of time to ready their newest crop of Gorham High School beekeepers.
Now, in case you're a little wigged out by that, beekeepers will tell you that working with bees can actually be peaceful and very centering. As for this project, it's been something of a town-wide effort. Gorham Public Works and the Rec Department built the bee yard to house the hives, and the bees came from Backwoods Bee Farm in Windham. And thanks to the popularity of the bee club, it appears that those bees will be well cared for quite some time.